I was thinking about something today, and it started out as one of those random thoughts that just kind of pops into your head, but then I kept going with it. And I realized something kind of interesting. I would never share my YouTube channel with people that I actually know in real life. Not right now, anyway, not while I'm building it. And my first reflexive thought was, I don't want to jinx it. But then I stopped and I was like, wait, what does that actually even mean? Like, really, what does it mean to jinx something? Because if we're being honest, it's not like saying something out loud suddenly causes it to fall apart, right? That's not actually how life works. So I sat with it for a minute and I started just digging into it. And what I realized is when we say we don't want to jinx something, what we're really saying is, I don't want to expose this to the wrong energy before it's strong enough to stand on its own. That's it. That's what it is. Because when something is new, especially something creative, something personal, something that matters to you, it's fragile, not weak, but it's in early infancy. It's still forming, it's still becoming what it's going to be. And during that stage, your mindset is everything. The way you think about it, the way you feel about it, the way you show up for it, that's what shapes it. So when you say, I don't want to jinx it, what you might actually be doing is protecting your momentum. Because the truth is, not everybody knows how to hold your vision. Some people hear about what you're doing, and instead of supporting it, they filter it through their own experiences, their own limitations, or their own fears. And it doesn't always come out as obvious negativity. Sometimes it sounds like, are you sure that's going to work? That's really competitive. I mean, a lot of people try that. And it might even be said casually, maybe even with good intentions. But what it does is it plants a seed of doubt. And when something is new, that's all it takes. Because we're all human, right? And we don't need that seed of doubt. Because then that seed of doubt can grow into this weed that you just cannot seem to remove from your garden, right? So, and what happens is you're not just creating whatever it was you were creating anymore because you start questioning. You're second guessing. You're wondering if you should adjust or maybe shrink something down or rethink the very thing you were excited about 5 minutes ago. That's the jinx. It's not magic, it's influence. And here's something that is sad but true that has to be said. Not everyone wants to see you succeed past where they are. And I'm not saying that in a dramatic, everyone's against you, paranoid kind of way. That's not what I mean. But sometimes people get uncomfortable when you start doing something bold, something different, something that has the potential to grow because it reflects something back to them. It might reflect what they didn't try or what they gave up on or what they're too afraid to start. So even if they don't mean to, their response can feel like resistance. And again, it's not always intentional. Sometimes it is, but not always. But the effect, it still matters, right? So when you choose not to share something yet, it's not about hiding things. It's about protecting the environment your idea is growing in. It's about giving yourself space to build confidence without interference. It's about letting something become solid before you invite other people into it. Because once something is rooted, once you know what you're doing and you believe in it and you've built some consistency, that's different. At that point, someone else's opinion doesn't shake you in the same way. But in the beginning, it absolutely can. It can absolutely completely derail you even. And that doesn't make you insecure or impressionable more so than anyone else or anything like that. It just means you're aware. Like, there's a kind of discipline in keeping things to yourself in the early stages anyway, and not announcing every move and not needing validation right away, and just actually just doing the work and building it on your own. Building something because you believe in it, not because other people understand it yet. They don't have to. And I think that's where I landed with this. It's not that I'm afraid of jinxing anything per se. It's that I respect the process enough to not expose it too soon, to not put it in front of people who haven't earned access to it, who can actually directly influence me, right? To not let outside voices shape something that's still being formed. Because this, whatever it is you're building, whatever it is I'm building, it deserves a fair chance to grow without doubt being planted in it before it even gets started. So maybe the next time you catch yourself saying, I don't want to jinx it, pause for a second, ask yourself, what am I actually protecting right now? Because chances are it's not superstition. You're not being superstitious. It's just self preservation, awareness, and intention. And really, that's probably one of the smartest things you can actually do in those moments, right?